Alright guys, we're going to show you a quick walkthrough on how to actually operate our website. It's very simple, but we want to make sure without a shadow of a doubt you understand how this works. We're going to start off with a bounce house. You actually click on the actual order itself, on the item itself. Once you pick it out, you're going to find which one that you want. So we're going to choose the racing bounce just for giggles. It's going to come up here and it's going to show you a price. This price is our pickup price, which is picked up out of our Locust Grove branch, which is 30248 in Locust Grove. You can check the address by clicking on our contact button. That will give you the address. So the next step is check availability, because you want to check to see if it's available, and also check for any additional pricing such as delivery and things along those lines. So you're now going to click on check availability. Once you click on check availability, it's going to come up and show customer pickup, event date, event time, and event address. So you need to choose right now at this point in time whether or not you would like to do that pickup price or if you would like to have it delivered. If you forget for any reason which one you chose and you want to go back and double check that, you can click up here at the specify event date and time at any point in time, and you can actually come back to this. So we're going to go ahead, because we know that it's going to be for delivery, we're going to choose that option. We know without a shadow of a doubt we want it on Saturday the 21st. But if you would like to have multiple days, you can choose multiple days. You'll just want to make sure that you correspond that with the pricing at the bottom. So the very first thing I would do is probably just leave this blank for right now. Don't do multiple days, do a single day. That way, just in case you're not happy with the pricing with multiple days, then you can choose to do that. We do give you options also where you can have it for extra time at no additional cost. It just depends on what our schedule is like and how much time we have. Now, a way to get it guaranteed from Friday till Monday would be to choose a pickup option, and you would do pickup, and then again you would choose multiple days at that point in time, and you would make sure you chose from Friday until Monday. Alright, so we'll get back to that in just a second. But we're going to start off with a delivery, and we're going to choose an event time. So we want to do it from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's what time our actual event is going to start and end. That is not necessarily the time that we want the unit there. The time that the unit arrives can be anywhere from an hour before all the way up till 7 o'clock in the morning. So it just depends on our delivery schedule and when a driver will be in that area. The next thing you're going to choose is you're going to choose an actual address. Usually you would have to put that in, unfortunately, because we put so many addresses in, it's already there. Once you do that, you're going to hit submit. So again, we're going to base this particular situation on a delivery only for 7/21/2018 from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Alright, so once you hit submit, it will come up and it will bring it up here, and it will show you still that regular price of $115. That is the pickup price. Now what you're going to do is you're going to choose delivery and setup, and as you can see, the price did change. And then from there you're going to choose whether or not it's going to go on grass or hard surface. Most people are going to have it put on grass. Now the time frames that you chose, because you did do a single day, I'm going to open this link in a new window so that way you can see, so we have a comparison of the two. You did a single day there instead of multiple days, and you did it from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So what you're going to choose is down here in this option is going to be the 0 to 8 hours. Okay, 0 to 8 hours just basically means that we're going to give you that time frame that you chose from, that we're going to give you that time frame. Any additional times that you choose down through here, you have to pay extra for. So let's just say, for instance, we wanted to deliver Friday, keep till Monday morning. In that particular situation, we would have to go back up here, we'd have to click change, and we would change this actual thing right here from multiple days, and we would do it from Friday the 20, or it was the Friday the 20th until Monday the 23rd, and we'd still keep the time frames from 10 to 2, and that should be fine. Once you hit submit, it's going to bring the order back up, and you'll see it right here. Again, you're going to want to go back through because you did make a change, so you want to make sure you follow back up and change that. So now that we chose to deliver Friday, keep till Monday morning, we want to make sure we select that option. And here at the bottom it says you agree you have double checked your order and it matches the specified event time at the top of the website. Make sure you have the right date, right time, and right method, delivery or pickup. If you don't match the equipment's time frame, you won't get your rental. Okay, what that basically means is basically we need to make sure this time frame matches this time frame up here. So we're going to open link a new tab again, just so that way we can kind of compare them. We know that 7:21 to 7:23 from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and it is set for delivery. So we know that the information here matches here, and it also matches the delivery and setup, and we did not choose pickup. Now once we do that, we're going to click on that. We're going to hit add to cart. Once we click on add to cart, it's going to come up. If you have any coupons, you would apply them here. From there, you're going to see your order. It's going to give you kind of like a way to double check your order right here. And it's going to tell you the actual information that you need to know right here for your order and the basic information here. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to proceed to checkout. Once we proceed to checkout, you're going to see the actual event start date, event end date, location, and delivery, and again an order summary. From there, you're going to actually put in an email address for your order, and if you put in one, I'm just going to put in just a dummy email. You're going to see that it's going to ask you to confirm your email. But let's say, for instance, we put in an email address because we're a pre-existing customer. You're going to go to the confirm email, and it's going to tell you, hi, you're a returning customer. So at that point in time, you're going to put in your password, and you're going to hit log in. All right. If you were not a pre-existing customer, sorry, I put in the wrong password. If you were not a pre-existing customer, then you would fill out all this information and hit continue. And it would grab a few pieces of information from you, so that way we can make sure that we log you in the system and get you going into the system itself. It's going to be funny. I actually did the wrong password again. Let's try this one. There we go, login successful. Okay, so now from there it's going to allow me to double check my information, make sure all my information is correct. As long as my information is correct, I'm going to hit continue. Alright, so once I hit continue, it's going to say your event name. Here you can put in birthday party, or adult party, or whatever you want to put in. Surface type, it's going to ask you again what you chose earlier. It's just double checking you, making sure that without a shadow of a doubt that we're getting the right information. So it's going to say dirt/dry/grass, or there's other options, indoor grass, things like that. You can choose those different options. How did you hear about us? You can actually put repeat customer if you're a repeat customer, or whatever you want. It says if park, please provide park name or pavilion name. If gated, please provide gate code. This is very important. We need your gate code just in case you're in a gated community. If you're in a park or anything like that, you can put a park in there. Also, I'm going to put NA there because of the fact that we're not going to have it at a park and it's not gated. And it says sometimes we can deliver the day before. If so, would you like this? If you choose yes, then that gives you the option for an early delivery. Sometimes we can do that. If you answered yes, even though it's not guaranteed, what is the earliest you might be available for delivery the day before? You can actually put in here 7 a.m. or whatever time frame that you will be available. If we need to leave your unit overnight, are you okay with next day pickup? I would recommend yes if you're okay with leaving it there overnight, and that gives you extra play time. If you're not, just put no. It's very, very simple. Some customers do not want the unit there any extra time. I will tell you this though, if you're worried about electricity, which 80% of you are, it only costs 12 cents a day to run that blower. Alright, so you don't have to worry about a whole lot of electricity. If you have one of those Glade plug-ins in your house, they run almost as much electricity as a refrigerator does if you have multiple units. Most of the time, most people have 4 or more in their house, and you're running just as much electricity as a refrigerator. Alright, so the next question is, do you understand that you will be required to provide your own extension cord per blower and water hose if using wet? You have to put yes in there because you do understand that, and we did discuss that in an earlier setting there. You agree to stay with the driver at all times during setup. You agree that any problems with equipment must be addressed at the time of delivery. No refunds, period, if not addressed at time of delivery. So you want to make sure you put, yes, I understand that, or if you're a pickup customer, just say I'm a pickup customer, does not apply to me. All right, the next question that comes up, it says, by checking this, you agree in understanding our terms and conditions, which can be found here. If you want to read those, they are at the top of the website. You can actually just right-click on policies, right-click on it and say open a new tab. You can read through those. You're going to choose agree. Then it says, I agree that my deposit is non-refundable but will be applied to my order. See cancellations and terms and conditions for more details. So you want to make sure you agree to that. And then you agree that if you are not booking for the whole weekend, that some units go out back to back and can come to your location dirty. If you choose to only rent for one day, if unit comes to you unclean, our driver will do the best they can do to clean on site. This does not permit a discount or refund, nor will we bring other equipment out to replace. If used wet, it will be wet. So basically, you have the option when you're going through the checkout process to choose your checkout to be done for multiple days. If you choose not to do that and you choose to do a single day, there is a possibility it could come from someone else's house and come to your house. And if they played on it wet and they got a little bit of mud on it or whatever, our driver will do everything they possibly can to try to clean it the best that they can on site. If you choose to say, hey, this unit's good to go, I'm okay with it, and then the driver leaves and you really were not okay with it, then at that point in time, that is on you. It's not on us, okay? So basically make sure you choose that you agree and understand that. If you do not understand that and you want a better explanation, give us a call. We'll give you a run through exactly what we're talking about with that. It's not rocket science when it comes to that, but if you need a better explanation, please give us a call because sometimes that can be a little bit confusing. That does not mean, however, we will be bringing you out a dirty unit because we don't clean equipment. That is false. We do clean equipment, but if it does book back to back, we cannot help it because we can only clean so well in the field. Now, we'll tell you this, we use a product called Odoban, and Odoban will actually kill over 99% of germs, and I promise you between one rental to the next rental, with as much as we coat it with Odoban, there is no reason that it would literally you could get any type of diseases or anything like that from it, not to mention that they're going to spray it again while they're out there. So you are still safe to play on it. It just might have a little bit of grass or something along those lines, okay? Doesn't happen often, but we have to warn you of it, okay? Because a lot of people go, surprise, and they don't understand even though we've warned them of it. So we just want to make sure. So now you're going to hit continue from there. It's very simple from this point. Now you're going to actually sign the signature box. Okay, my signature sucks, but that's okay. And you're going to go back over top of this and just make sure one last time that everything is exactly the way you left it. All right, from there we're going to hit continue. At this point in time, it's going to ask you if you would like to pay the total balance or if you would like to pay the deposit. I usually recommend telling customers who would like to pay the deposit. Probably that's the best way to do it because the deposit is non-refundable. If you do pay the full amount, we will refund you. If you choose to refund, we will refund you everything but your deposit and a 10% fee for credit card processing. If you choose that you would like to just do the deposit, good. You have a year to spend that deposit if for some reason something goes wrong. The last and final step is putting in your credit card information and then hitting complete order. I hope that helps everyone. So there's really 4 steps in the checkout process besides the first step of the process. So hopefully that helps everyone and they can get a general understanding of how all this works. And maybe that will cut down on a little bit of the phone costs because, unfortunately, guys, I do know that we are answering literally phone calls, one call every, I think, minute and 20 seconds right now throughout the day, and we only have about 6 people answering phone calls. Unfortunately, right now we can't afford to add any more, or otherwise we would have to raise prices. But we are trying to answer phone calls as quickly as we possibly can, so you can also use our online chat support down here. A lot of times we are online, sometimes we are not. If you don't get us there, please don't leave a message for offline, because if you leave a message for offline, I guarantee you it will probably not get answered. Your best bet is either by phone or by email. You can always email us. That is also underneath our contact section here. So if you give us a phone call, leave us a voicemail, and also you can email us here at one of these emails here. If for some reason you can't get a hold of anybody, which I would really say that that's almost impossible, but let's say that you can't, send an email to corporate@kidsbouncythings.com and we'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Again, we are trying to help every customer as quickly as we possibly can, but we want to make sure that you understand that there's so much stuff going on, and we can only provide one-on-one customer interaction with so many customers at a time. So you'll just have to be patient with us at this point in time. Okay. If you would like to see any type of coupon codes or anything like that we have coming out, you can always check down here. That'll give you a coupon code. All you do is click here for code. Or click on the actual, click on the thing, and it'll actually open it up, and you'll see coupon codes as we post them. Other than that, guys, we appreciate you, and we hope to service you